streets. And today I want to ask a question. If you had a child, if you had a child that was in school and the child's teacher was excluding your child from learning, from fun activities, from taking the time to sit with your child and make sure that they are touching bases with your child and that they are on point. If they were neglecting your child and your child complained, what would you do? Would you go down to the school to talk to the teacher or concern at their value of word and immediately move the child? What would you do? What would you do? Now, me, if I were a mother, because I don't have any children, I would definitely investigate to find out where the disconnect is. And if the problem were to persist, I would remove my child from that school. Or first, I'll remove the child from the class. Because sometimes, teaching styles, the way that teachers handle certain students, it's just not a good fit, right? So I would see about transferring the child to another class with a different teacher. And if it is a school problem where they are just not showing my child the proper love and the proper nurturing or the proper structure that the child needs to grow and learn, and not creating a healthy and safe environment for my child, then more than likely I would look into moving my child to a different school, okay, until I find the right fit for my child. Even if I would have talked to you today about, because I've been looking at Pop the Balloon, right? Pop the Balloon is a great show. They get 1 million views per show. They're doing amazing. But what I wanted to say about it is, one of the first things Arlette will say, well, what are you looking for when it comes to finding a mate? And one of the first things that comes out of the people's mouths, I'm not even going to say man or woman, I'm just going to say people's mouths, is, oh, I want someone emotionally intelligent. Well, sometimes emotional intelligence, I'm here to tell you, is you are to remove all of your emotions and get yourself out of the situation and remove yourself out of the situation and find calmer waters, somewhere healthier, some place that would be or pose as a better fit for you, yourself, your health, your mental, your physical, everything, a healthier environment so that you can thrive and be the better version of yourself. Okay? So I don't know what that looks like for others. Sometimes it can be misconstrued as, I want someone who's emotionally intelligent. I want them to pay attention to my feelings. I want them to babysit my feelings. I don't want to be ridiculed. I don't want to be told that I'm wrong. I don't want to take accountability. I want you to look over my flaws, my mistakes, and forgive me, right? I want you to know when to leave me alone or when my ego needs to be stroked. I need that from my mate. So when they say, I want someone who's emotionally intelligent, yeah, it sounds good, right? It sounds like, oh, he knows what he wants. But a lot of those people, they don't even know what emotional intelligence is. And sometimes you have to be emotionally intelligent for yourself. If a job is not working for you, you have got to care about self first. You have to preserve yourself, right? Because this ship ain't gonna move if it's not properly cared for. You're not going to be productive and any good for yourself or anybody if you're not good to yourself first. So you have every right to challenge that statement when someone says they want someone emotionally intelligent. Well, what does that look like for you? Because a lot of times when people say that, it only benefits them. That's why I encourage everybody, y'all, be single for a while. If you just got out of a relationship, please don't go get under somebody else. Take the time to heal and learn yourself. Because you might find out maybe who you were in that previous relationship wasn't you after all. Maybe you don't like sugar in your spaghetti and chili beans. Maybe you don't like well done meat. Maybe you like medium well meat. But you've grown with this person and that's all that you know. Maybe you can learn a different style of communication instead of shutting down or ignoring people or arguing and becoming hostile. Maybe you'll find that it works for you so much better because you had peace of mind, you've had space with yourself, time with yourself, and you understand that now that you've had time to think and recollect and heal, you begin to grow and really truly find yourself and find that, wow, you know what? I'm not that person after all. You know, I thought I was a body wash type of person because this is all how we've always done it. But you know what? I find myself being a lot more cleaner when I use a bar of soap. You know, there's so much that you discover about yourself that you didn't know before, or you muted parts of yourself to go along and get along with others. I know for a fact, I love yacht rock. I listen to Michael McDonald. I listen to Kenny Loggins. And then boom, sometimes I'll go to the East Coast rap, right? I love AZ, Cool G rap, old school East Coast rap. I love it, right? Sometimes I listen to what's that? West Side Gun. Can you believe that? You know, so I'm saying all of that to say that it's so important to get to know yourself. It's so important to get to heal yourself and find out what it is about your emotions that makes you this way or triggers you. Become emotionally intelligent with yourself and for yourself. Because you will shoot yourself in the foot trying to please others, or you will end up hurting others trying to please self, because you're trying to nurture self. You're trying to heal unhealed self while being there for someone else. So take the time, y'all, to heal yourselves, to deal with yourselves, to nurture yourselves, to nurture and heal that broken child on the inside before becoming a part of someone's life. And it will be then and only then that you can actually have room to deal with others. You can make room in your closet because you've already cleaned it out for your partner, for even a friend. I had to learn the hard way. Everybody's way is not my way. I had to respect other people's journey. I had to stop being so aggressive and so controlling, not knowing my own life was out of control. And I needed to be aggressive with self. And once you conquer self, and you probably will never fully conquer yourself, but once you grab a hold of things and you get to know yourself and really introduce yourself to yourself and really be true to yourself, it is then and only then that you'll be able to congregate with others and maybe build and truly love and have emotional intelligence when intelligence when it comes to others. But until then, you have got to be a little bit selfish. You have got to be able to focus on self. And yes, they're gonna call you selfish. They're not going to really be able to adjust to this new you that you are finding out, especially during process. Oh my God. Process looks very ugly. And people are not used to the word no. They're not used to the word not this time. They're not used to you not having room to do for them. Because you'll be in a process of doing for self and healing self. So do the work. Love on yourself. Heal yourself. Nurture that brokenness on the inside of you. Whether it's from childhood trauma or whether it's from a previous relationship, previous marriage, previous job. Do the work, y'all. And once you are really and truly ready and truly whole and happy on the inside, it is only then that you can be emotionally intelligent and receptive and loving towards others. Anyways, I'm Nikki St. Clair. Thank you for stopping by. You could have been anywhere, but you decided to be here, and I really appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later.